I usually don't do this, but I left to go make prayer after I shot the first video. But something said don't make prayer yet because you didn't do what you're supposed to do. You left too much stuff, too much abstract. This is no covers. You uncover everything. Don't leave the people abstract that they don't know. You suffer the consequences. You tell the truth regardless, and you take the consequences, and God has your back. But you can't go to God in prayer and ask him for prayer and you didn't do what you should have did. So let me be clear. We have no misinformation on what took place yesterday at the press conference. There was a barrel shot over your head, my head, our community's head. They've shot this barrel before. You either, community, let me make this clear. You, community, black folks, either get up off your ass. Excuse me, Mr. Hankins, this morning, but I gotta be clear. Either you get up and figure out a way to come together and solve these problems with our young children, that's our children, that's coming out of our household, that's terrorizing our community. Because they ain't going to landfall shooting nobody. And they're not going in Forest Hill shooting nobody. They ain't going to Porter's Neck shooting up nobody. Every homicide is taking place is in that 5-mile section that I told you we control. 41 miles in the city, 5 square miles, and we got it going haywire. You, black community, me, Dawood Elamine, either you all figure a way to fix this problem or we coming in and fix it for you, and here's how we do it. We're going to use every resource that you don't like, every resource that you want to complain about, every resource that you may call racist to fix the problem because it's tying up our tourism money. We got folks that counted up for vacation and don't want to come to Wilmington because they're hearing about a 14-year-old getting killed. They're hearing about a 16-year-old killed from church on a Sunday morning. This has made national headlines. A 14-year-old getting killed, a 16-year-old coming to church getting killed. And you all think they're just going to sit idly by when this town makes their money in the summer off tourism? They got 2 beaches and field. That's where they make their change at. And now I'm going to Myrtle Beach. Now I'm going to Virginia Beach. Now I'm going to Buckrow Beach. Buckrow Beach. No, go study it. I'm from Newport, Virginia. Buckrow Beach is taking Wilmington's money 4 hours away. But if I live in Raleigh or Durham, if I live in the middle of Carolina, it's only 3 hours away, up there 2 hours here. So I'm going to ride an extra hour to be safe. Because Buckrow Beach in Newport News in Hampton, Virginia is now blooming. Because they're taking other money. Because those cities are too hot. Wilmington is not going to sit back and lose its economy. It's not going to sit back and lose its infrastructure. It's going to sit back and be financially crippled. You see everything they're building downtown. They're not building it just for it to look pretty. They're building it to make money. They've got investors coming into the city making money. Go get the Chamber of Commerce's book that they just put out. I'll get it next week. I'm going to be sharing with you all in that book this week. Number 2 city in the country to open a business, Wilmington, North Carolina. You missed that? They saw it. But your cities now is getting plagued by violence. By our children. No. Our children. Oh, well, brother, they targeted them and, they pumped the drugs in. They didn't make you take them and they didn't make you sell them. And they didn't let you keep nobody in your house that selling. Let's cut all of that blame game. Yeah, I know the conspiracy. Hell, I'm the master of the conspiracy theories. But I'm smarter than them to know when it's time to put the conspiracy theories back in his cave and take Willie Lynch and him and send him back out of town, because all that conspiracy and all that Willie Lynch still got my condition placed after we understood it. So it must be something more inside us other than Willie Lynch. It must be something Willie Lynch found. It must have been something Yakub found inside. It must have been the two germs that was already there to step in us, because even after night, still acting and behaving the same way we were. So now, here is what's going to happen. You're going to take your property. Your next door neighbor, you're going to get shipped up out of here. You're going to clean it up. Or we're going to lock them up. That's what he said. You're either going to clean it up, we're going to lock it up. We'll put you, he said so far as to say, we'll put you in martial law if you don't clean it up. And you ain't playing if you want to. You can cry, you can march, you can scream all day long. It's only going to last about 2 weeks anyway. They had already figured it out. We get excited for 2 or 3 weeks. We're not going to march and picket. Why? I just told you, letter. Our blacks of influence, we put our blacks that can help in a hard place. They want to go in there and fight for us, but how they going to fight for us when a 14-year-old gets shot and a 16-year-old get killed on the way from church? How they going to fight? We're not giving them anything to fight with. We got the police control our own community. The police keep telling, the chief keep telling you. You're not giving us any information on the Texas tip. You're giving us just enough, but you're not giving us enough to convict nobody. This is about conviction. If you text the tip and say, hey, but you ain't seen that, but you're not willing to come to court and testify, that's not going to do no good. A good lawyer going to beat that. So they keep telling you. I'm the messenger. Don't get mad at me this morning. I'm telling you what's good to go down. You're going to get 6 inches away from martial law if we don't get up off our duff and go back out here in the fixed community. And in the meantime, those quote-unquote, listen carefully, those quote-unquote community agencies that they're talking about, those non-profits that they're talking about, well, be careful, or since you're not careful anyway, if you the handwriting on the wall, those black non-profits that's not getting that many dollars now are going to be streaked up. Because you're not getting out supporting them. So if you're not going to go in and do some volunteer work with those nonprofits to help support them, if you're going to be so much in competition with those nonprofits that you're going to get off the ground and forget we got flags that need to stay sail, then they're going to come in and pick us off one by one. And they'll set up this nonprofit and that nonprofit, and we'll have 20 nonprofits around here getting nothing while they sitting with the flagships over there doing nothing for our kids, getting trillions of dollars. Yeah, I had to come correct. Now I can go pray. Love y'all. Think it ain't illegal. See with the third eye, it ain't illegal yet. Serious. We got to get serious. My religious leaders call a meeting. Yeah, no. I mean, see, somebody called me the other day. They said, "Daoud, you called a meeting," and I guess not you, Terry, but somebody else called. Text me. Who gave you permission to call a meeting? I just told you I got to go pray. What's wrong with you? I just told you I'm going to pray. You going to ask me who gave me permission to call a meeting. I call a meeting. I'm on this airwave 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I can get more done on Facebook in a day than you can get done a whole year with an army. I can put more information out with a push of a button. If you want to see the press conference yesterday in its entirety, you can't go to WECT and get it, WAAY and get it. The only place you can press conference in its entirety is at No Covers. You gonna ask me, give me permission to call a meeting? I'm calling a meeting of mine. You call a meeting of yours. And let him call a meeting of his, and then we'll meet in the middle. And let her call, I'm not against you, so let her call a meeting of hers. Trying to get mine together. Because we got work to do. So while you busy worrying about why I'm calling a meeting, you need to call a meeting, get your house in order, so that when it's time to work, we got a big work for us to go out there and do this work, and the time to work is right now. So you should have called a meeting yesterday versus worrying about me calling mine. March 2017. Read the end of the piece. You all that's been following, time to pull these up. Time to get a ring. I'm going to get you to dream through the 43 days. And after that, it's time to go to work. And I wouldn't care. See, I had a meeting. I had the first meeting yesterday with no covers. Let me tell you how this worked. I had the first meeting of yesterday with no covers. Because she killed the DD Bank. D-Bank. Brandon, Akil, Kashif, and Nisa. B-A-N-K. Brandon, Akil, Nisa, Kashif. The DD in Fayetteville. That's D. Carl and Dominique. They mine. So if you give couples, if you roll with no covers or not, I got grown men in this city that'll back me. I got a lawyer that's a legal expert, me out of jail. And I got 2 musicians down in Fayetteville that are finding the way. So I'm okay. Because no covers has already got, it's 3. We about to fly. You want to fly? Come on. Come on. Because there's work to do. I just had to come back and spit it up. Thank. I love y'all. I sincerely love my people. I sincerely love my people. But it's time out for foolishness. That's 13 minutes. I'm too short. Peace and y'all keep running.